Don't want to drop this one. 안녕하세요 from Korea. Welcome to next matchup. Today we're cooking bulgogi, which means fire meat, and it's a quick and very easy recipe to cook if you've got a couple of key ingredients lying around. Basically, I am short of time. I need to cook dinner, and I want to cook something that uses a bunch of leftover vegetables that I've got lying around. I've got garlic, I've got some chives, I've got some green onions. So I'm going to put all this together to make bulgogi. Simple, quick, guaranteed success. Let's begin. Right, slice up your onions and some green onions. Slice them up fairly big. We're going to put that with the meat and in our marinade, but it will not be part of the marinade, like we're not going to blend it up. Then we've got chives and more green onion because we want to slice these into smaller pieces. This will be our garnish on top of the dish at the end to add a little bit of extra crunch as well as some beautiful green to it. So keep both of those sets of things for later, and let's get blending. This is the marinade. All right, there's the pear. Make sure you get the, take the skin off the pear. Bit of garlic. We've got our ginger, more chives. So look, I'm using whatever I've got in the kitchen, right? So I had extra chives that are going in. Brown sugar, soy sauce, and then some delicious sesame oil. And we're gonna mix all that up. So let's put it in the blender and turn it into a paste. Now you don't have to worry about, this one too much if you have too much sauce or not enough sauce. If you think you've got too much sauce for the amount of meat you have, just put the meat in it and then pull it out, and then you can actually sort of reuse that sauce as long as you're not marinating anything for longer than a couple of days. So later on I actually use this like a few days later. I just put a bit of extra meat with it. So there we go, throw that on there all together. There's those onions that we prepared earlier, and mix it in, and then we're going to let it sit for at least an hour. And what I did here was I actually just cooked up a little bit of the meat for the first bowl that I had for me and my wife, and then I left the rest in the fridge for later and had some more the next morning, and then also put a little bit more meat in there from some other meat that I had. So there's a lot of sauce there, but that's okay. You can just pull the meat from the sauce when you cook it. So 1 hour later, it's looking great and the smell is really good. So it's ready to cook. Take out as much as you want. How you do this is up to you. If you don't like it being very saucy, just try to put in the meat with the onion. I like this quite saucy, and when you're cooking it, just leave it in there. Don't move it around the pan too much until it's thickened up and a lot of the water is evaporated out of it. Then it's ready to serve. One trick was when you're cooking it, you want it to be caramelizing on the outside, so that meat and the sugar that's in it starts to sort of thicken up quite nicely and give a beautiful golden color to your meat. When it hits that stage, it's ready to eat. And look at that, that's perfect. Sweet, tasty, tender meat that's still got that, like I said, caramelized flavor that you get from a really good steak. Let's taste it and watch me eat it. I'm starving and it's time to eat. Let's go. Okay, first, where do we begin? The meat. Oh, okay. Wow. Beautiful. Look at this. I don't know if you can see that. The meat is perfectly cooked. It's tender. The outside's got that it's caramelized a bit. We've got brown sugar in this, right? So the caramelized brown sugar gives it that sweet flavor, well at least it should. And then we've got pear and ginger flavors in there as well. Let's see how it tastes. Yeah, that's fantastic. And of course, it mixes perfectly with the rice. So I'm gonna mix this up, I'm gonna have it with my rice. Hope you enjoyed the video. Every week I post a new Korean recipe, as well as sharing some of my experiences from life in Korea. Hope you have a good time, cook something delicious, and 안녕히 계세요. Thanks for watching.
This one's actually my wife's one, so I shouldn't eat too much.